If you watch my show from week to week, then you'll know that bullying is something that I'm extremely passionate about and something that I would very much like to see stopped. Here is a story out of Florida that really moved me. It raises some very important questions about whose responsibility it is to prevent bullying in schools. 17-year-old Zachary Gray was bullied at his school near Tampa. His parents say things got so bad that he hanged himself in a shed behind the family's home. But Zachary's mother found him, and he survived. He suffered major brain damage and today is severely paralyzed. Joining me now is Zachary's mother, Lynn Gray, and her attorney, Robin Allweiss. Thank you both for being here this morning. As I said, this is a topic that I think certainly needs a lot more coverage. So, Lynn, let me ask you first. First of all, I'm just so sorry to hear what's happened to your son. I'm sure this is so difficult for you. But did you know that your son was being bullied?
No, I didn't.
You had no idea? There was no change in his behavior at home, which we hear a lot about, you know, when you talk to these kids and these families.
No, a lot of times kids don't tell their parents.
And now that you do know that he was being bullied at school, any idea how long it was going on, how long it was happening?
From what we understand, for a long time.
A year, a few months, or?
At least the year.
Yeah. Robin, let me ask you, Florida has been an anti-bullying state. It has a state law that requires schools to report bullying to parents. In fact, the statute, we have it here, it says that the school district must have a procedure for providing immediate notification to the parents of a victim of bullying or harassment. Did the school ever alert the family to bullying?
No, absolutely, they did not. As a matter of fact, the parents did not know, and they did inquire at that time. A few months later after it happened, sent emails and letters to the superintendent and to Pasco County Schools to do an investigation because they wanted to have answers. And the only thing that was available was a newspaper article right after that it happened, and that Zachary had been bullied.
And we reached out to Zachary's school district, and they told us that there was never a report made to the school, either through the students or the family members or even staff members, regarding taunting or teasing or bullying. But as far as you know, Lynn, did your son now, have you learned anything about if he ever complained to a teacher?
Yes, he did. He went to a teacher.
And do you know what he told that teacher?
And told the teacher. Yeah. He told the teacher that he was being called fag, gay, queer, man boobs, all kinds of hateful stuff like that every day in the hallways.
And that teacher, required by state law, Robin, should have been aware of this and then told the family, correct?
Well, absolutely. The law states that once anyone in the school system has any realization that there's bullying, even if they witness it, that they are to report to the principal, who therefore then reports to the parents. And apparently, there were teachers that were aware of this, and what I have learned from the family, that they were aware of it actually a few days after Zachary was in the hospital. A few teachers approached the Gray family and said that they were aware that Zach told them he was being bullied. And by law, it's mandated that they notify the parents. If the parents had known, they could have intervened and done something about it.
Lynn, I'm sure the last thing you want to do here is point fingers, but I'm curious as to who you hold accountable here.
I just want answers for my son. I want the school to stop doing this and take accountable and stop this stuff. It's ridiculous. They're not taking any blame for anything. And they knew about it. I want these kids protected. We couldn't protect ours, but maybe we can protect somebody else's child.
All right.
And somebody else from going through the stuff that we're going through.
Yeah, I'm sure that is a goal for a lot of people in a lot of school districts across the country. There are state laws, but the question is, are they being enforced, and what is going to be done in the end to help a lot of these kids and a lot of these families? Lynn Gray, Robin Allweiss, thank you both for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I'd like to know what you think about bullying. I'd like you to tweet me now or anytime. You can use the hashtag #BullyingStopsHere, and you can find me on Twitter @RandyKCNN.